Hi everyone and welcome back to Chess for Charity. In this video, I'm going to show you a cool puzzle that you probably see the answer to immediately. I'm sure you're seeing bishop c5 as my arrow shows, but, and the reason why I want to show this puzzle, can you see black's next move that protects against your threat? And then further, can you see white's final move that is a bit of a knockout blow? So I wanted to show this puzzle because I think it's very instructive to not only see your threat, but to be able to see your opponent's best counter move. So take a second if you want to try to figure this out. I would say it's relatively challenging. For some reason, for me, and I got a pretty good puzzle rating, I had a hard time seeing this in calculation. Only when I was at the position did I see the move. So maybe it's just me. Maybe it's a blind spot that I have. Maybe it's something that is a larger point. So see if you can take a second and figure this one out. And while you think about it, I would like to say thank you for those who have subscribed. Be sure to subscribe if you have not yet already. Half of the income that I earn goes directly to charity, so it helps out a lot. Okay, let's get to it. So the move that's crying out to be played is bishop c5, right? And if that's not obvious to you, the reason why this is the move is because I have my king and queen on the diagonal here, and when you see that pattern, your thought should be immediately, how do I get this bishop to pin the queen to the king? Okay, so you make this move. So clearly the threat here is you want to take the queen, right? The queen is immobilized, so there's no check, right? Because this queen is pinned, so make sure you're not calculating this queen moving. But in response, black has a very tricky defense. And this is kind of where I wanted to start with the puzzle. So bishop b6 is a very sneaky move. I love this move. So the point of this move is they are meeting your pin with the pin of their own. Okay, what do I mean by that? Well, you can't take the queen now, because if you did, the king would be checked, right? You can't do that. So instead, you have to find a new solution to take this queen. And that might be harder than it seems, because you might think, okay, I want to break the pin. Maybe I put my queen here. Maybe I put my queen here to put more pressure on this. But oops, but remember, this bishop, if it were taken, would fall with check. So you have to be really careful here. So just for example, if you take the bishop, the queen takes and there's no threat anymore. This is just going to be a draw. You know, just the 3 pawns against 3 pawns. This is nothing. And of course the queens. So you have to be really careful. And if you go queen f1 with the thought of maybe trying to check the king around and take, it doesn't really work, because remember, the king, your bishop, this is the pattern that's important. Your king and bishop are confined to this diagonal. In other words, you cannot take this queen. This is not legal. Doesn't matter where their king is. So this doesn't actually buy you anything. You can check more if you want. It doesn't matter. Just go to the corner. Black is completely fine here. Again, you're going to have to take their bishop, or you're going to have to back up or something, you know. Nothing crazy there. So what is the move? How do you escape this counter threat? Right? I love that move. There's only one move to do it. And if you want to get really crazy, I think it's like mate and 40 from this position, because the computer is amazing at chess. The only move that wins here is another stunning move. Queen to f4 check. Okay, just take a second here. Just take a second. This bishop is pinning the black queen. So this queen cannot move to take that queen. And your bishop is currently being pinned by their bishop, so you can't move to take their queen. Isn't this hilarious? So everything is pinning everything, and there's no way to capture. So in this position, this check is a killer move. Because what are you doing with this check? Well, you're attacking the king and the queen at the same time. This is a double attack, right? But normally, that's a problem because the queen could just take you. Not in this case, because the queen is pinned. So this is not a legal move, right? If the king moves away, let's just say king g8 or king e8, you just take the queen. You can't take with the bishop, again, because that is pinned. Instead, you take with the queen. And now, this is completely winning, right? Bishop takes, queen takes. This is nothing. No stalemates, nothing. They have pawns all over. So, in this position, even if the king runs up to defend this square, that doesn't stop me. I can take this now because even though this piece is pinned, it is supporting the piece I just captured with. And this is going to be an easy win. Again, just go anywhere. I don't know. Go anywhere. Go here. Don't take the bishop in bullet chess. That's always a temptation. No, just mate. Just checkmate the king. So I really like this puzzle. Just one more time. I make this move. Boom. I'm pinning you. Black says, oh, I saw that move. I'm going to make this counter pin move. So now I can't capture, right? Well, you make another crazy move. You are now pinning. Like, look at this. This is pinned. You're taking advantage of the pinned piece while your piece is being pinned by their piece. This is like ridiculous. I hope that you enjoy this as much as I did. There is a similar idea in an opening that I would like to show you, maybe just as a bonus. If you want to stick around, feel free to stick around. But that's the puzzle. Really quickly, this same idea occurs in an opening. So bear with me a second. I'm just going to open a new analysis board. And I've seen this before where you play as the black pieces. You play something like this, where you counter with the pawn. And if they take you, you go after this pawn. They defend it. You gang up on it. You're trying to get them to make a blunder. They are greedy. They attempt to hold on to this pawn. You play check. You're threatening to win this, so that's a little scary. They back up. You take here. Here's the point. Most people think this is a huge mistake because the bishop looks like it's trapping this. But here's the same idea. Hopefully you see the point. Bishop to b4 actually wins the game here for black. Same idea as before. It's pinning this bishop. Hopefully you see the point that I'm making in this similar thing. This is the England Gambit. Chess.com is telling me. I don't know the names of openings at all. I'm terrible. So, yeah, the idea here is a lot of people make the mistake that they want to do something else. They want to maybe play some other move. But no, the bishop going here allows for bishop b4. And now the threat is I'm taking this. So what do? If you take me, then knight takes b4. And how are you stopping this? That's tough. And another good idea is maybe something like if they go here, a nice way to end this game would be take, and if they take with the queen, that hurts. That's mate. I've won a couple of games like that, I bet. So I used to play that. I don't really play it much anymore. But same idea. Hopefully you get the theme I'm going with there. Just that bishop pin. Being able to move that bishop and say, I see your move, but you're not going to take my queen because I have this counter pin. Hopefully you see the connection between the two. I love the idea in that puzzle. If you've seen something like that, let me know. It's always great to interact with everybody. I appreciate all the feedback. I'm trying to make my videos better. I want to make all the videos as accessible to everybody as possible. But that's it for now. Thank you so much. Bye.